You know, I keep warning that heifer that I take call outs very personal, and it's like I said, she's not even brave enough to like do it directly at all. She tends to try really hard to snipe at every little body, and then she just keeps going after Frenchie, who just sits back and laughs. Like all the stuff you said tonight in defense of people who actually work for a living and work hard while you sit there begging people with your cameos, you sit there and you act like you're above people. Your husband, who still has not made a direct appearance, we got a hand shot. And even by your own admission, we don't know when these videos are put out or how they are. We have to take the word of somebody who notoriously lies. So yeah, I am grateful to these reaction channels who condense your stuff down, because I was going to wait for Frenchie's version to go up so that I can react to that, but I was so enraged by the crap that I heard tonight out of your mouth about mental health and being defiant and people wishing stuff on you. So let me just make it clear before I even start this react. No one said that we wish that for you. You tend to hear only what you want to hear. So I know it doesn't matter what my simple self says to you, because you only hear the words of your haters. We have given you diet advice. We have told you that the numbers on that little tinker toy of yours is way too high. We told you that we know that you are cruising towards the inevitable, and yet you still haven't listened to any of us trying to give you basic life advice. So we said, my sociopath butt said, if it happens, it happens. But no one. You won't find a timestamp anywhere of anybody wishing that on you. And the fact that you think that when you go, you're so self-centered, you think that when you leave this earth, that nobody else will be able to talk about anybody else or make money. It must be fun being in that delusional paradise you call a mine. But now that I know you're not going to get real help, the help that you need, yeah, I can't wait to call that out. I'm going to get this fired off. Piggy got this down to 8 minutes. Another person who I love their edits, because they even distort you, which is fun. They don't really distort you. They show your true frame. But we're going to get this fired off, and I am just going to respond as best as I can. My partner is in the background, so don't mind. He's talking to somebody, and it's just like I said. I can tell when I'm being directly called out. Some of the stuff you said about exercise and stuff. Why don't you do it? You said people don't show their bodies. I've shown you my body. I showed you 30 minutes of exercising consistently. You can't say the same thing, and you have serious health problems. But you keep showing us that blood glucose meter. What am I supposed to take from that? You bought that from a grocery store. But this opening has been long enough, so we're going to get this react fired up and just see, like, anybody who's been around this heifer for as long as she's been on YouTube, y'all are used to classic Chantal. This is all still new to me, and I don't like her. I'm not going to pretend like I like her, but I can critique what I hear comes out of her face.
Hi.
And please do subscribe to these
So we're
young
picking up a
people.
rotisserie chicken for lunch. I'm gonna have some of that.
Now this is the heifer. She's trying to convince herself, because she calls people out. She tells us to cam up. She says she's smaller than all of us. Now yous have seen, if yous have followed me on my channel, yous don't even have to go far in the video. I do fit bongs now, because I have taken what I need to do seriously. I have shown myself stupid, but you want to play these kind of games with people. But okay, go off, queen. Look at her. And this was edited down because at opening she had the granny glasses on. They still have the plastic on the seats, and she gave the rose water nonsense in the last video I reacted to, which, like, tell us you're an 80-year-old yenta grandma without saying it, honey. We know. Get over yourself. This is ridiculous. She looks swollen, and not in a good way.
With a bit of hummus and some peppers on the side, maybe some veggies just to dip. and
Always with
just
the
a bit of the
food.
breast meat.
Always with the food. And was this the same rotisserie chicken that she claimed she cooked herself in that one video and put it in the bowl because she stays a liar who lies? So now they're going to pick it up, you know? And who are they? Because she swears it's the husband. It's got to be because he's the only one stupid enough to leave plastic in the seat. But why isn't he talking anymore? Why isn't he making his cameo goofy ass laugh? Why didn't he sit next to you when you gave the diabetes advice? Well, not even advice, the diabetes drop. The problem I have with this whole Kuwaiti wife life arc is it's still her word versus what we can see with our own eyes, which we don't see him. We only get Chantal, who always lies. And now she's going to take us through Kuwait, which I don't care because you're not walking. You're literally in the car looking all Stay Puffed. Like, what the heck? I don't understand why she would film that dog either. And look at that. Like, even before I start up the low BMI voice, because that's been the running gag in the commentary stuff, the fact that she thinks that the 208 is good when I guess the video that she showed the stuff in the bowl is a day after she went down in one whole point, but she's still in the 200s. For that little Tinker Toy glucose meter, that's not good. But she gets defiant, y'all. I cannot wait to get to the part because it's going to be a doozy. This shit is boring, though. Her life in Kuwait is boring. And she hates hearing it, but I'm not going to stop saying it because that's my critique and assessment. Your life is boring. And I don't understand why you're still trying to monetize it. Boring.
Right, hello guys. So here is my reading for
Still not good.
this morning.
Still don't care.
Very good. It's still high, of course.
Hey Chantal, I can drink a nighttime Lipton tea because I don't have what you have.
Cottage cheese, some carrots.
Oh, I forgot about this. My brain, after she picked that fight, and I'm glad I didn't put this in my mouth because I probably would have spit it right back out. Apparently, the Kuwaiti chef decided that a lump of cottage cheese, some raw carrots, another nod to stock in my video, ugh, fish, because apparently that's a rye bread with fish and toasted cheese because she can't get away from pizza or pizza-like consistency. She's doing great, y'all. You can believe it, right? She's totally happy as a Kuwaiti wife. Totally. Ugh. Cheese and fish. Go off. I don't. It's her stomach, not mine.
Of rye bread whole with some tuna, homemade tuna melt. For dinner here, I have a salad with 2 tablespoons of French dressing, chicken pot pie.
She doesn't have any freaking cookware. She knows that I've made several commentaries where I've dinged her on the fact that she does not have the implements to measure out 2 tablespoons of anything. That salad, if we go back, because I hate looking at her food, saturated in salad dressing. That's not 2 tablespoons. She probably shook the whole thing and then took a swig. But this is what she wants. This was the call out she wanted because she has no friends, nobody to pay attention to her. And as you'll hear soon, she uses her chat and anybody who will listen as her therapist. She's a sad heifer and it's tiring watching this. But she lies. She doesn't show the process, but we're supposed to believe that that's 2 tablespoons of salad dressing. Okay.
With 2 tablespoons of French dressing, chicken pot pie, but I made a healthier version, okay? Life stuff.
Like I said, until she starts showing the process, assume that she either ordered it, got it from that weird diet place, or maybe she did fail chef and her kitchen is still so fucking dirty that she just doesn't want to show it. But I can tell you right now, and I love this edit, I love how Piggy edits her. I don't care unless you show the process because you have proven over time and constantly that you are a liar who lies with liabetes. And until you are willing to show the process, especially after that failed naan and that weird fish slop, The few times that you did show cooking, you had no technique and no skill. And I would like to be able to critique you so that maybe you get better skills. But instead, you rather lie and blame a frozen product for your failing. But okay, go off, Queen. Until you stop lying, we will not stop critiquing. You liar. I'm going to have a job forever, according to you, even though I don't make my money on YouTube, dummy. This is all for free and for fun.
Was pretty busy yesterday. As I
Don't believe her.
mentioned, we had people, friends down from Bahrain.
She says down from Bahrain, and several people have aptly pointed out in this community, Bahrain is below you. So they would have came up from Bahrain, and they were coming back from business, from what I heard. Your man and his partner in crime that he's sometimes friends with, sometimes not. This whole scam arc is getting on my nerves. I'm just waiting to see which one of you get hurt the worst. Somebody's going to get burnt in this situation. I'm hoping it's you because you get on my nerves. But now I'm kind of hoping that it's Salah because he's allowed this to go on for too long. This is his faith you're making a mockery of. This is his culture you're vulturing. So if he doesn't want the bad karma that you keep talking about, he needs to send you packing already because he ain't getting them papers.
So yeah, now I did my makeup and everything. I am, we're about to go to a seminar, so there's that.
We don't care about your life in Kuwait. You can't show us. You're private. So anything you say is out the word and the mouth, literally, of a liar. So why should we care? Why?
It's going to be about 3 hours or so. And I've been doing something else that I will talk to you guys about shortly.
You talk all the time. Show us. Don't tell us. Because I don't trust the word that comes out of this heifer's mouth. Everything that falls out of her mouth is more than likely a fabrication or delusion. So take everything without a grain of salt because this bitch still ingests too much sodium for what she needs. I just love this filter though. She looks like the clown she is.
Not in this video, but upcoming, that has really been helping with my energy levels. So I'm still having a bit of
rose water.
Fuck you.
With the
basically
blood medication, but I expect that will be for a little while anyway.
Oh, poor you.
We'll see. I actually had to like come off of the metformin before because it just didn't go away.
Because her binge eating disorder, which she has said that she had, I'm not slandering her name, this is her own heifer words, wants her to mentally stuff herself. And a medicine which is helping lower her blood sugar, which could literally kill her if she doesn't lower it, makes her mad because she can't stuff her face. The true love of her life is stuffing her face. And this is stopping her from the true love of her life, y'all.
But I'm gonna, these are like slightly different, so I'll tough it out for as long as I can. And see. If not, maybe I'll have to go on something else. Mentally, I'm in a better place.
I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I think she stayed up last night stalking a lot of people's channels. It wasn't FFG because FFG took a break yesterday. We were on tonight though, but last night there was no FFG. There was just my channel calling you out for the cosplay culture vulture you were. And I knew it. I called it. I put my finger on that button. We're going to get some sweet rage soon. I hope Piggy left that in. If not, I might have to pause this and find somebody who did. But I know that rage was coming out and I love it. It was fucking tasty and we want more, ma'am. Go ahead.
My moods, they come and they go. Like, I just go through phases.
It's called manic, stupid. You're manic. That's undiagnosed. I know as a diagnosed manic, it does come and go and you need help. You need to sleep better. You probably need medication. You need regular therapy. But you don't want to do that because you don't want to face your demons. You just want to be a demon. A demon who attacks cats and animals but tries to pretend like you love them. A demon who uses people in your life, including partners and friends, until you don't need them no more. You are a piece of crap for this. And the fact that I'm even reacting to your stuff still, count your blessings. And I still find you interesting enough to do this because there are a lot better things in this world to talk about, Chantal. But watching you foolishly fail through life is funny. It really is.
Is trying to get into this new era where it's like I just want to become obsessed with just taking care of myself.
Well, good luck with that.
Exactly. That was perfect. She wants to become obsessed with she used the word obsessed. That's how I know she watched my video because I said I got in trouble. My partner just left the room because he doesn't want to hear me yelling at the screen for the next couple of minutes. Because it is kind of obsessive for me to yell at this lady to get her life together. I don't even see why I care anymore because apparently even telling her to walk more, to eat the less of the sugary stuff, to actually show a crumb of caring for this bum is a waste of our time span and attention. She's defiant. And when she defiants her way into a worse situation, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to see her tearing up or crying because we told you what you could do to have a better life. But you don't want to listen. You just want to act smug. I hope that check comes in worth it. Worth doing all of this despite people. I really do. Because I don't understand it. I don't get paid on YouTube. So I don't understand why you're like this. But I hope it's worth it. I don't know what the running tab is for letting your life fall apart with massive amounts of food, but it cannot be worth it. No way.
I'm ready. Promotion.
My health, my looks. I do have some other projects I'm kind of gearing up to work on. Maybe I'll share that down the line.
You're always gearing up to do stuff. Why don't you just launch it? We don't care. You're not that popular at all. The only reason why people even watch you is because we're seeing what's going to happen next. You're the one that came on just a few days ago crying about how your health is falling apart and pity me, and you knew that wasn't going to work with us. So now you're in this defiant, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff mode. Well, show us, bitch, because we're constantly hearing stuff out of your mouth. Show, don't tell. We're tired of your nonsense. You were supposed to get a new banner opening too, and that didn't happen either. You're always projects, always. Ugh.
But I am busy with a lot of things in life.
Sure.
Like I said,
she's busy stalking FFG, Yabba, and other reaction channels, including mine, no follower having behind. You're not fooling us. You stay up all night waiting for people to talk about you. You Google yourself. You see how we call you out for your lies. This diabetes arc, which originated in Canada. So you knew you had this sickness. You long for your past. You dream about your past, but you're still trying to convince us and yourself you're happy where you are. And you won't get help. So what can we do except watch you fail? I'm going to watch you fail. I know you don't believe it, but I know it to be true.
And I'm just learning to really value my privacy. You know, keeping your privacy is such...
This is what I said in my video, and it's true. There should be a boundary between your home life and what you're willing to put on the internet. The difference between you and I is you spend on here 7 years making your coin, putting all your business out there. Now, all of a sudden, you want privacy because you're cosplaying in a hijab, and I don't know. It's not going to work for you. You still need to make those YouTube coins. I don't. So I don't have to home vlog. I decided I didn't want to because A, I don't want to have to stick a phone in my family's face. I don't need to show you what a clean house and clean living looks like because you're not going to take that advice. You don't even want to do walking. We'll get to that soon too.
A good thing. And I know I shared my health records with you guys, but like when it comes to health and stuff like that,
it's called HIPAA. It's a privacy thing. You should have kept that between your doctor and yourself, but you were trying to get pity. And because nobody had pity, we're about to get some defiance because you wanted us to feel sorry for your numbers. Some of us don't even understand what those numbers are because we don't have high glucose. Some of us knew what those numbers were because we seen the liver stuff and the kidney stuff. You never know what people have had to go through, Chantal, but what we all know and collectively can agree upon is every bit of what your body's suffering from is your fault. Every massive food haul you did, every massive amount you shoveled in for views and money, that's what you're paying for right now. And you don't like hearing that, but you did it to yourself. Nobody else made you do this. You can't blame your audience. This is your choices.
I can choose what I want to share. That's the beauty of having your own channel and, decide.
Yeah, and we could choose not to watch or just watch through reaction channels who still only give you the views so that people like me can react to the reacts. We do not have to give you direct views at all. And I love that for you. I hope your check continues to dwindle because you're being defiant and you're still not making interesting content. I react to the reacts, thank God, because if I even remotely clicked on your name and had to sit through this sanctimonious bullcrap, I would be annoyed. It's just annoying.
But things like blood tests and stuff like that, I don't really mind to share that at all.
Exactly. In what world is a marriage certificate more personal than blood tests? And even if it's not a temp marriage, who cares? You're the one that made your whole channel, your whole life about your relationship and being desirable. You finally get that man who doesn't even want to sit next to you half the daggone time anymore. You can't even film him anymore. He doesn't make voiceovers anymore. You have to lie about separate grocery hauls and stuff. Your whole life is just a weird fabrication. And we're all supposed to just indulge in it. We don't want to do that. And you don't seem to understand that we don't have to. We can just critique you. I know you're still trying to control the narrative, but we can literally just say, no, we don't like what we're seeing in this content. Your content sucks and you should do better.
But things like, marriage certificate, that's like
Oh my gosh.
really private for the both of us. That involves two.
Why is it private? It's just a piece of paper. What, the date wouldn't match? Just be defiant on it. I made a mistake. It was a busy time. But you make it seem more like a scam the more you hide this stupid piece of paper that you say it's private. You are such a weird woman who's really trying too hard to prove something that shouldn't matter if it's true. But the more you fight against the inevitable, you're either going to have to show the paper or fess up that it was a sham. And I'm looking forward to either way because this is such a dumb arc from two dum-dums who are trying to scam the world and they're going to get burnt. Because unless you're really good at the grift, which neither one of you are, $33,000 car droppers, I don't see how this is not going to end bad for you. And it doesn't have to be bad in the worst way. They're making some really shitty financial decisions. So I'm looking forward to when the grift gets them.
People. And you know what? Like, we don't owe that to anybody. Like,
we don't owe that to anybody. We don't owe that to the people who've been watching me for years, who I blagged about having a man. We don't owe the people who react to me, who I stalk. We don't owe anybody, guys. You're supposed to just pity and love me, even though nobody's ever loved you. Let's get that 100. Most of the people who watch you now are just watching out of literal morbid curiosity. So what are you even doing? Who are you snarking? Who are you sassing, ma'am? Get the fuck out of here.
People demanding to see this kind of information, like...
Nobody on the internet shows those kinds of things to random strangers.
Yeah, because nobody else on the internet, and I need you to hear this, dum-dum, is making their whole channels and whole selves the center of attention. You're narcissists. Let me look into the camera since you seem to have a problem with direct contact and direct eye-to-eye stuff. I, unlike you, do not get paid by YouTube. I use this for file storage mostly. I, while criticizing you, am critiquing your content. This is in no way, shape, or form a relationship, channel, or anything about my life like that. And even if it was, there are certain aspects of your life that you don't have to share. But see, I am not a known liar who lies like you are. That is why people want to see them papers, because it feels scammy the way you and your little scam boyfriend, I'm just going to call him your boyfriend since it pisses you off anyway, are behaving in this Kuwaiti arc. It's weird. You're being fucking weird. And it doesn't need to be weird if it's not a scam. But now I'm convinced wholeheartedly that whatever y'all are doing is messed up. And no, I don't want to call the authorities. I don't care about calling the authorities on you. I'm just waiting to see how this all falls out because it's fucking funny. It's hilarious.
Especially those who want to weaponize it against us. Like, we don't owe that to anybody. And,
Oh, please, the victim.
Yeah, we are 100% fine
Okay.
with you thinking that our marriage is fake, because you can just report us to the government.
I don't want to report you. I don't give a fuck about your marriage. I don't give a fuck about your scams. And I don't give a fuck about your struggles. I don't know how many more times do I have to say that. I am just watching to see how this silly ass game of fuck around and find out happens between you, Salah, the other guy that was a friend, that isn't a friend anymore, but a friend again, the fucking scam cards they're trying to sell on people. I don't know what the bottom line is, but I know that y'all are grifting. And I'm telling you, you're going to be the ones that get got. I'm not even joking. I can feel it in my bones. My vibes don't lie. Y'all are playing some stupid fuck shit games, and I cannot wait for that fuck around and find out game to come back and get y'all all.
And, I mean, if people show up, we have the paper to show the people
who's going to show up.
need to see it.
Who is going to show up, ma'am? Really? I don't know who's threatening this heifer, and I don't care. Like, I know there are a lot of people in different communities that just don't like foodie. Not my problem, not my circles. The people I run around with, we just laugh at you. The few communities that I bother to waste time in now, they just laugh at how silly you're behaving. And we call out your fuck shit and we make a little bit of fun of you in chats. But nobody's sweating you that hard. I don't know who you're trying to like poke at, but if they're strong enough or even that seriously into your life enough to do that, why would you antagonize that? Like, I know you're not trying to provoke me because I legit give a right fuck about your real marriage or fake marriage or any of your shit in your life. You're the one who made a channel about your relationship, dummy. I don't even understand why you're being so defiant in it. The one thing you could do to prove that it's real, you won't, and then you want to say that people don't have any right to ask you. You're weird.
Otherwise, it's just for us. We don't really care.
Whatever.
So I'm at that point now, and like, go for it.
She's at that point now where it's pointless and blah, blah, blah. She's so full of shit. She is so smug. And I don't understand it because the one thing she could be smug about, that she could shut everybody else that supposedly is coming for her up with, she won't do. So what is the point of all of this? I don't understand. She wears so many personalities and she won't get help. So I don't know, but to watch in morbid curiosity.
I really don't care, especially
she doesn't
from
care.
People who don't even have the nerve, don't even have.
She's gonna say yet again, the people who don't have the nerve to cam up. I mean, I know I don't have a big following, but hello, bitch, been doing it for a while now. I don't need to hide. I don't give a fuck. I told you, as a sociopath, I don't give a fuck what you think about my looks. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I am here to critique what you put on the internet, dum dum. But you do not seem to get that point. You keep trying to go after Frenchie, who's probably just going to sit back and laugh yet again. I don't understand why you think you can get at her, but okay. You need to give up and just make good content if you want people to move on from whatever this fuck shit you're doing is, but you won't because you have nothing else going on for you. And I know, it's Vlogmas, so we're going to get classic Chantal acting like a mean girl when you can't be, because you suck at it.
Have the courage to show themselves at all.
Oh, once again, I'm going to remind all of you that you don't even have to go far in my video playlist. I do fit bongs. I've been on the bike in several ways, shapes, and forms. I'll probably do a new one again soon because Sundays starts my 5 days on, 2 days off. That's how I exercise. So this hefty heifer keeps going on about people not camming up. Why don't you show us some exercise? I'm tired of you yabbering. Show me some freaking walking.
Really don't care.
I'll try my best to remember, which I probably will. I will film my way in at the doctor. No problem.
I hope so, because I know that was at me. And you need a bariatric scale, honey. And we need to make sure that it's the actual doctor standing next to you on the scale, because we can't trust you. There was something that was brought up in FFG chat tonight. You cannot be trusted on a scale anywhere that doesn't have proper credentials. There you go. Now that you want to be smug about it, yeah, I'm going to add some prefaces too. Because it's hard to believe somebody who likes to lie all the time. You see how that works, liar?
I have no problem with that. And then I will come home and compare it to my scales weigh-in, and then you can all suck on eggs.
Or we can believe that your scale is BS. And if you're not on the actual bariatric scale, that we will all know how to read, even if it's in kilos, dummy. Okay. You keep acting smug. I know you're bigger than me. You know you're bigger than me because you can't even exercise as half as long as I do. But keep playing, heifer.
Other than that, I don't really care how much people think I weigh. I mean, I've shown my...
She totally cares. She gets mad because a big bitch like me, who actually is doing the thing, who has been 500 pounds, so I know, based on what I've been through with my weight loss, where you're at. I know, just based on that swell, and not just because of Piggy's filter. It's hard, though, because she doesn't look that far off. He did not swell her, or she did not swell her too much. I'm not sure if Piggy's a boy or a girl, so I don't want to misgender you, honey. All I know is that she's acting very smug for somebody who says a lot of stuff but hasn't done it. And stalks channels that talk shit about you, which I told you. You need to just stay out of those channels, stupid.
Full body.
I've shown my full body.
Never, ever.
I've shown my full body, so she's full of shit, just as usual. Just because nobody's flashing all of our body parts like classic Chantal doesn't mean we don't show enough of us. And if you're talking about FFG, we've all seen her. She's not afraid to show herself. She just doesn't make her money that way. Wow, you are so fucking stupid.
Lied about my weight ever. I've never...
She's lied about her weight several times. She got busted by her own former roommate who said that the scale was off by at least 70 pounds in Canada. But she doesn't lie about her weight. She's constantly lying. When's the bitch not lying? When she's asleep. And even then, probably not.
Had issues with showing my whole body.
Oh, we know. We've seen classic naked Chantal. We've seen the peep shit. We've seen too much of you. I am luckily tonight's little recap of your classic bullshit. We were blessed that we didn't get to see your full moon that you wanted to do to people. That Frenchie was gracious enough to edit out that nonsense. So we know that the old you didn't mind exposing yourself. But stop acting like you're pious now then. Because I'm sick of this. Pick a lane, because you're all over the place again.
Cowering behind an avatar like everyone else that has issues with their weight, you know?
Frenchie does not care about your call out. You're not going to trick her because she doesn't need to. She's just making money off of critiquing you. And I know you hate that. Because in your world, if they don't cam up, they can't fight you. And they don't want to fight you, honey. They just want to pick apart your sad, pathetic life. It's called critique. And I know you can't handle anybody who doesn't like you. There's a whole internet that doesn't like you. And you're not making it better with this smug, yet pity me, yet I'm defiant, yet please see my vulnerabilities. Good Lord, there's so much going on in this manic bitch. I don't get it.
So, I mean, I really, really just don't care. So.
Yes, she does. If she didn't care, she wouldn't be doing this. I really don't care. I'm just fidgeting because I'm trying to contain the mad girl in me. Yeah, shut up.
I just want to do glow up content, you know, because...
Sorry. Okay, no. Okay. earlier, and I had pretty much the same reaction. Okay. I'm composed now. She wants to glow up, though. She playing. I'm sorry, I can't blow up.
I really need to do it. I have to say that these health issues, more than anything else, even more than the clots and the embolism in my lungs.
Now she's gonna trauma dump. Who cares? You did all to yourself with the glow up. And now all of a sudden she's fired up for her health. I don't know. I don't care. Show, don't tell. Because you talk a lot while you just sit with a camera pushed up to your face. You talk about people not showing your whole body. Bitch, I'm laying in my bed. Like, I know I'm a big girl, but I'm a big girl who's functional. You still have not met the challenge that I put forth to you. I want to see a good 20 minutes. I'm not even giving you 10 minutes anymore, Miss Smug. Miss I can do what you do. I want a good solid 20 minutes of physical activity without any rest breaks now. Before I can be even remotely impressed by your fuck shit now. Because you're way too smug and you want to glow up. You ain't going to glow up because you can't walk.
More than anything, hysterectomy, this is really scaring me. You know, for
I know the hysterectomy didn't scare you because you didn't want to be a mom. Altering your body like that wouldn't phase you because you did not want to do that biological function, and that's your choice. I've never been one to conform to one gender or another anyway, so I didn't care on that aspect. I was just going to say how you use those cysts for pity, and when you realized you weren't going to get it, you just took it out of your system. Go off, queen. Who cares? Good on you. The problem I have with you is that you monopolize your health struggles, parts of your life you think you'll get head pats for, and then when you don't, you rage. And I don't understand why you still do this. But it's funny to watch you fail.
some reason, because I just feel it. I just feel like I really, really can't mess around. I saw some comments where people
You feel like you can't mess around because you got a high resting A1C, I think you called it. It was a 414 at the doctor's office. You haven't been under a 200 yet. And I heard around the medical stuff on YouTube and beyond that you should be at least 100 to feel normal. So I can't imagine what it feels like you right now on a day-to-day basis. The dizziness, the fatigue, the nausea, and everything else. But you did this to yourself. And she's about to say some fuck shit about people wishing that. I don't run around circles that wish that on you. We did say that we hope BBJ outlives you, which isn't the same as wishing that on you. But I think people can make the correlation since you wanted to murk BBJ. I really hope BBJ outlives you. Inshallah, bitch.
are like, you did this to yourself.
You did.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah, right? Blah
say-
blah blah. Did you don't even have to go that far back to see the mountains of food this heifer has shoveled into her face. But she acts like it just happened overnight. This was 7 years of her abusing her body with binge eating and illicit substances. But she acts like it just magically happened to the kindest person on the internet. The side eye.
That this is an excuse. I fully agree that I have to take responsibility.
And that is about the honest Chantal will ever be with this situation. But we know it's bullshit. Because in the next brain, she'll want to lash out and blame all her haters for her problems. Because Chantal never takes ownership of her problems.
For my own health, 100%. Even if you're a food addict, then you need to get help with your addiction.
You need to get help with a lot of stuff. It's not just a food addiction. We know food is your focus. But you have some deep-rooted problems that you will refuse to tackle. And I don't know, like I said, I get help for my issues. I tried to offer you advice. I'm not going to do it no more. She's defiant, y'all, so why should I bother? She doesn't need help. She got this herself. Go off, Superwoman.
Even if, you know what I mean? But yeah, I agree 100%. I have to. And that's what I'm going to try to do my best to
Bullshit.
do, is just really take responsibility, and whatever I have to do
Double bullshit.
now to get control of my health, I will do. I know people are like, you
She
need therapy.
exactly. She won't get therapy, which you really do, and she's gonna make some fuck shit excuse in a moment about why she can't get therapy because when she was a kid they tried to put her in for eating stuff. Maybe not just get somebody that focuses on the weight because there's got to be something beyond your eating that is making you feel fulfilled from the eating, and you need somebody that is willing to listen to you and not just forced to like your audience. But she doesn't care because she's a narcissist, and forcing people to listen to her trauma dump, that's like a fucking pleasure center for her too, which is sick, but it's for real. That's why she does it.
You need therapy. You need therapy.
She does.
I hate talk therapy. I hate it.
She hates it because she doesn't want to be held accountable, and she doesn't want anybody who can listen to the shit she says and hold her to task, because a good therapist will do that. A good therapist was the one that let me know about my sociopathy, let me see the patterns so that I don't hurt people around me anymore. She doesn't want that. She doesn't want to change. And she keeps telling us in every single word that falls out of her lying lips that she is never going to change. So her nonsense, when it comes and really burns her this time, is going to be only Chantal's fault. Because we've given you the best advice we could. You need actual professional help and you refuse to get it. And your man doesn't love you because if he did, he would make sure you got that professional help. Point blank.
I've been in therapy so many times in my life since I'm.
She's a liar. She scheduled therapy. I watched Classic Chantal tonight, where she was supposed to go, and she decided she didn't want to, and she said she rescheduled it. Please. She lies a lot, like most undiagnosed sociopaths, most undiagnosed manics. So, it is what it is. But I can tell you right now a statistic about people with undiagnosed mental health that don't get help. They often do not make it to 45. I am 46. I've been going to therapy and psychotherapy for a while now. It keeps you functioning, it keeps you focused, and it keeps you on track. But she thinks she can do it herself, so go off, queen.
15. I've seen psychiatrists. I've been to the outpatient binge eating disorder place where they.
It's always about the binge eating disorder. How about you get help for what else is bothering you? Because apparently you don't think the binge eating disorder is a problem enough. Maybe work on the deeper rooted issues. Or she doesn't want to, so I don't see what I'm saying. I know she's going to watch this though. Hey, heifer.
They just gave me Vyvanse, which made me feel like I was on some kind of drugs. And
this is a lady who, when she was chasing Natter, did all kinds of illicit drugs. But something that could maybe regulate her brain chemistry, she don't want it. I don't even know how to respond to this nonsense anymore. Because I'm just so infuriated that she refuses to do the one thing that could really put her on a better, more successful weight loss path because she doesn't want to. She just wants those Vlogmas coins. And I hope that her check is smaller this year.
um, I've been through a lot of talk therapy. I've paid a lot of money for therapy.
This is how you know she's lying again. She don't pay money for anything medical. She just started doing that in Kuwait and talked about it's really affordable. Get out of here with your bullshit.
And I just can't. Like, it doesn't.
I just can't. I just can't take my life into my own hands. I just can't talk to somebody who will hold me accountable or just listen to me so that I don't have to trauma dump on my audience. Besides, I can't make money if I don't trauma dump on you guys and have you pity me. Get the fuck out of here.
I just dread it, and I don't. It's not because it's hard to talk through things. It's just.
It's free. It's free. That's why she doesn't want to do it. She can't make money off of it. She can't monetize a therapy session with somebody in private. Like she can monetize trauma dumping on her poor audience. It's just sad. I don't like what YouTube has done to people. I know that it's a great platform normally and that it gives people the opportunities to make something of their lives. But look at this chick. She has, in 7 years, ate herself into a health crisis that she refuses to take seriously. She still acted smug, like her life isn't completely falling apart. She continues to flex stupid shit, and then when he gets clowned upon, saying, that wasn't my goal. I'm not about monetization, but I don't need this YouTube thing. But you're on here all the time. I can't. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up soon 'cause she gets on my nerves. This was just a call out she wanted, though.
I can't get past the feeling that I just don't like talking to one on one with a stranger about it. I don't know.
She would rather talk one on one with a ton of strangers instead. Because none of us know her. She doesn't know any of us. We're not her friends or her therapist, and I know she's heard me say that. So she's so full of shit, man. It's just crazy to me how just delusional this girl is. And how she hears herself. I know she hears herself. She just doesn't care. It's uncanny.
It's weird. And talking to you guys, yeah, I just talk to the camera. Half of it.
Yeah, because you think that it's a game. But like I said, it ain't my game to lose. I have stuff to live for. I don't just tell people I have projects and not deliver. I've already released one novel and I'm working on the second one. I don't have to make my coins on this. And the only reason why I entered this whole commentary community was because I seen you taking pot shots like you were this bad bitch. And you are as pathetic as I've called you out to be. You don't know what lane you want to be in, Chantal, and that is the most exhausting thing. And I would suggest, because there's only a few more minutes, but you can watch Piggy yourself. I would suggest that instead of giving this heifer the direct views right now, until she's ready to get her act together and show us the new stuff, because all we've seen is the same old, driving around, what she eats, and now this little semi-low BMI rage again, because it wasn't even a full rage. She just, once again, tried to get FFG to tussle with her, because that's her real-life crush. Instead of directly giving her the views that she's fighting for, just wait. Because a reaction channel, like my ass, or a reactor reaction channel, like my ass technically is, will just show you you're not missing much. Chantal hasn't changed, isn't going to change, and staying defiantly dumb as usual. So, I'll see you all again soon. She doesn't rest, so I guess I'm not getting any rest, because the fortunate for me, since I'm now taking this YouTube thing seriously, is she has gotten me involved in an amazing community who likes to call out and critique your fuck shit. So as long as you keep putting out this cheesy ass, lame ass, I will divulge classified medical but not my personal marriage life nonsense, there'll always be people right behind to call out your fuck shit. So if you watch, thank you for watching. If you like what you heard, consider subscribe. It's free. It helps the channel out. But until next time, this will be a liar who keeps lying, and I will be critiquing her lies, and I'll be back soon.